Welcome back, everybody. Happy to have you here. Back to Informed Sessions. We don't got Marcus again today. You know, his team is lacking, so he's lacking. But we got Steve O, we got Ross, and we got your boy Pass
Come
on the
on,
beat. Let's go, baby. So
come on, man.
let's start off with the winning teams, and then we can go to the losing teams.
You're very chipper there, bro. I'd expect a little bit of a letdown, but you seem in good spirits today.
Nah, bro. I had a feeling things were gonna go this way, but we're here. We gotta embrace it. There's a team doing worse than me, so I'm happy. You know what I mean? No defense, but go ahead, Steve. Tell us about your weekend. You guys did well. You guys did well.
Good scoreline still, bro. Like, I mean, I think the commentators were saying it when we were 3 goals up. They were like, "Why is this such a nervy game?" And so, dude, I mean, I'm sticking to my mentality from like what October, where I was like slot out. Like, it's nothing's changed from that perspective. I think it's good that we played well without Wirtz, to be honest. But overall, 3 of the goals were from set pieces. One was like when the game was already pretty much dead and buried, and West Ham was just going full force. Also, West Ham are bound for relegation unless Spurs do something crazy. So I don't feel like winning 5-2 against them is like the best scoreline you can get. I don't know. I mean, I think all 3 of us are tied on points right now, or very close to tied on points.
No, we're behind. We're behind you guys because
Yeah, 45. They're 3 behind Liverpool.
Yeah, so I feel like goal difference makes a kind of big difference now in the season. So honestly, I'm happy to score like that 3-goal advantage. But overall, I don't know. I'm also like, obviously, I didn't know this time. I'm happy that Gapco scored, but I don't know if you guys watched the game. He had one of the worst misses I've ever seen in my life, and it's gotten to the point where I was actually yelling at the TV, yelling at the screen when he decided to make a sub. And instead of taking Gapco or Salah out, he took out Hugo. And it's like, bro, and he took out Hugo for a winger. He put Rio in. So he put Gapco in the middle. And it's like, so now he's playing out of position in a weird, like, why not just keep Hugo? And I know that Hugo's been playing a lot. We have a lot of games coming up, so it might be just a rest thing. But just his decisions, dude, it's gotten to the point where I question everything. I don't know, though. 5-2. I should be happy. I got the jersey on.
Not everybody. Tell us about this jersey, bro. Tell us about this jersey. It's special. Not many people were even born when that came out. So,
89, 90 season jersey. Candy was the sponsor, and this is yes, it's bro. It's better than anything we've had since. And I've been looking for this jersey for years, ever since probably 10 years ago. And I only find fake ones on Temu and stuff. And I don't know if you guys have ever bought a fake jersey on Temu. I got suckered into that a couple times. Yeah. They're built for a body type that I've never seen in my life, bro. It's like skinny in some parts, and then some parts it's like
top. Yeah,
bro. Yeah, but then the shoulders will be huge, or else the shoulders will be tight, and it's like the neck is huge. It's just like, bro, who is this designed off of?
They just
So the fact that it was an actual jersey I could get, dude, I was over the moon. And it's one of the few things where it's having Nike as a sponsor is it's got some perks to it for sure.
Yeah. Chelsea had a kit almost like that last year, right? That weird bluish kind of, with no sponsor on it. I feel like Chelsea's kits look the best without any sponsors. That's personal.
Yeah, we just got a new sponsor. Nobody's ever heard of that.
Yeah, what is that? Is that an AI company?
Yeah, sometimes AI and logistics company.
Who's your sponsor?
Some other IFS solutions. Some other clay layer capital.
More money laundering.
Yeah, exactly. Just a fodder company. Not the owner's own. But we'll see.
But listen, why does I know you probably have already said this maybe last week as well, but slots, I mean, it's almost like why is he keeping on gap? Why does not just slot, but why do managers do this? They keep on the same, their favorite guy, I guess, over and over again. My camera keeps cutting out, but I'll fix it. But you know what I'm trying to say? This guy has
there's theories in the Liverpool forums and whatnot on the website and on the internet and all of that. It's
But aren't they both tough?
Had a son that he gave up when he was young, and that son's Gapco. And like, bro, there's some weird connection there. You guys remember with Amorim, there was a Portuguese tack with Delo? It's the same thing, dude. And even when Gapco scored, like, I don't know, dude. I'm just a total hater, but like, I'm obviously happy he scored. But dude, we have a huge Dutch contingent in the squad. All the Dutch players, for the most part, are incredible. And then there's Gapco, and it's like. But he also gave it wasn't counted as a goal. It was counted as an own goal for Frimpong. But I will say, like, that was a really good through ball he put through for Frimpong. So, I don't know. He has his moments, definitely. But overall, bro, I just
because I noticed that a lot. Maybe not with just Liverpool, but Amorim did that a lot as well. You know, like you just mentioned with Dalot. Like, I don't understand why managers do this when Hugo is obviously in form. You know, why take out a position? When it's West Ham anyways, you know, sure, you have, you know, a game midweek coming up, you know.
I think it has to do a lot with tactics
and minutes.
Not just tactics in terms of like, oh, I want to bring the left wing, but I think he feels like Gapco understands his tactics extremely well. And so when you're a manager, the fear of the unknown, even if that unknown is really good, where it's like, hey, Hugo might not do what we want. He might do something crazy. It might work out, might not. When he's trying to close out a game, and I think in his mind, and it makes sense, right? If you're a manager, it's like, we're going to stick with a team that's going to execute my tactics perfectly, right? But then why are you bringing on, like, Rio? And I'm happy that Rio came on. Yeah, I think he should be playing more, but it's just it kind of goes against that. It kind of goes against that whole theory too. So I don't know. It's there's a huge amount of toxicity in the Liverpool fan base right now, you know. Like Liverpool, the social media team, you know, they're posting pictures from years ago where it's like, oh, when we had 2 academy youngsters start their first game and they both scored, and all the comments are like, we'll never see this under Slot. We'll never see this under Slot. Like, everything is now being relayed back to Klopp, and people, like, the stuff they're posting they're almost ignoring Slot's success, which I actually don't like, where they're saying like, oh, we need to bring in Xabi. You know, we need to transition from the Klopp era to the Xabi era. And it's like, okay, the Slot era might have been short, but we got a trophy during that time, you know, like it wasn't just a complete failure. And, you know, like, honestly, like if we keep on winning, we could end up all the way high as 3rd potentially. And that actually scares me because I think FSG is going to see that 3rd place finish and be like, yeah, it was a year of transition. And it's like, no, dude, there's so many underlying problems.
One of the biggest problems to me is Mo Salah. Like, yo, what's good with him?
Yeah.
Do you think that he's out to Saudi or something, or like, you know, he's not rocking with what's going on, or what do you think?
I mean, Salah might be the most decorated Liverpool player ever in terms of like awards and everything he's done. He's good friends with Kirkes now. It's like this whole thing, like they're hanging out all the time. So Kirkes went to his house and he took a picture of Salah's trophy cabinet. It's absolutely insane, dude. It's insane to see. So I say that. He's also been 8 years in a row our top scorer. He's won Golden Boot multiple times for the whole Prem. It's time, I feel like, to sell him to Saudi Arabia. And I know any Liverpool fans that hear this are going to be like, look at this hater. Hates Slot, hates, you know, Salah. And I don't want to come off like that, but I think, you know, every football relationship has an ending. And he still obviously wants to play. He's not going to be happy starting from the bench, so he wants to start. And if that's the case, then it's time to bring him somewhere where he's going to start. And hopefully they are willing to fund a big transfer for the biggest Muslim player in the world.
Yeah,
no, he's got to go to get you
the
guys
signs
back.
the signs were there, right? Like with him in the pressers earlier on the season and all that. Like, I feel like it's coming up.
He didn't start too badly.
Not really.
Obviously, like mid-season, like right before the Christmas break and before the African Cup of Nations and so on, he you know, then he went rogue. But
the interviews is another thing. I mean, Jamie Carragher got criticized so much because Jamie's pretty critical of Salah, to be honest. Which is why when Marcus is like, Jamie loves Liverpool, I'm like, bro, you don't even, whatever. But he criticizes Salah a lot. And so Salah's come out and pretty much shit-talked Jamie. But one thing that Jamie said is specifically, Salah only does interviews when he's doing well and he needs a new contract. And it's true. Last year, bro, he was doing an interview after every single game, like all this stuff. He got the new contract. I don't think he's done a single interview since, or maybe like one or two. And it's like when times are, what Luka Doncic has that talk or has that saying, right? But he's like, everyone can talk shit when they're up. And it's like, yeah, bro. It's like, are you willing to talk and like face the camera and face the music when it's not going well? And can you keep a level head and not make excuses? So yeah, overall, like I think a lot of the wins recently are more a result of the team just being. I still think the team is stacked, dude. Like if you look at the names, it's
how long do you think? How much you think you can sell Salah for?
Last year they were going for 100 million plus, but obviously that was after a good season. The only reason why these numbers might be crazy is he's the biggest Muslim player in the world. In the Muslim world, he is like the biggest football player. I don't want to say that they've ever had, but significantly up there, right? And Saudi Arabia is the wealthiest overpayers of all football history. So if he goes to a team in Europe,
he's not doing that.
70, yeah, no, he's not getting. We're not getting groundbreaking money. If he goes to Saudi Arabia, though, dude, he's getting.
That's probably
getting paid, or Liverpool's getting, yeah. And I think so too. Dude. He could be. He would be.
I think he's only going Saudi, bro. They're like,
yeah.
I don't know. He's been around Europe before he came to Liverpool. You know what I mean? So it's not like he has like ambitions to like go and conquer Europe. In my opinion, I think he's at that stage where it's time to get the money. You know what I mean? Right now he's on like $450 a week or whatever he's on. So he's not going to get.
He already got the money.
Yeah, he's not going to get that anywhere else. PSG is not going to pay him that. Real Madrid's not going to pay him that, and nobody else can afford that.
Liverpool also, all our contracts are very incentive structured. So, like at the start of the season, you always see Liverpool wages being like third or fourth. They just released the numbers for last season. We were the number one payers in wages because they won the Premier League. So they hit all these incentives. And so the players, they're getting paid a lot, dude. The most in the Prem when they win the league. And I like that it's structured like that because when they don't win the league and they're ending up in like fifth or sixth, then our wage bill kind of reflects that. So yeah, I guess long story short, Salah's been paid. He is getting paid. And if he wants to continue to get paid, I think Saudi Arabia is the right option for sure.
Yeah.
How long does Virgil have? Another 2 years or?
That's the interesting question.
Or after this upcoming season, you got to cut his losses too.
No, Virgil.
No, because you're sending Salah out this summer, so you're sending Virgil out the summer after.
No. I mean, dude, who knows? If you asked me this about Salah right after last season, most goal scorer, all this stuff, like I would have been like, no, of course not. But I think Salah is more physically dependent, and wingers tend to break down a lot earlier than center backs, right? Like just because so much of the game and like center defensive mids and goalkeepers always have the longest run, and the reason is they're not running as much. And I think center backs, in my opinion, are right below that, where it's like, yeah, it's a physical game, but you've seen center backs at an older age still perform. So I'm hoping Virgil still has a couple more years. I think the hard part about Virgil leaving is his presence in the dressing room, his role as a captain, and just to boil it down, his aura. Like he brings the team together. When you watch these like pre-match, inside Anfield clips, he does a lot to like try to get that team together. Yeah, so I don't even want to think about that. Also, Liverpool's center back problems are so bad that it's like we can't even think about losing another center back right now.
No, you got Jack A on the way, boy.
He's still injured, bro. He's still injured.
Yeah, he's injured too. Yeah.
And like K might be the new center back pairing, right? Leone was playing out of his mind before he got injured. Jack A has never played in the Prem, but he seems pretty good. But they're both so young, so it's like. And what about Arsenal, dude? They're collecting every center back in the world, and so my mind is like, all right, like we need some backups too, like.
Yeah. We'll get to Arsenal in a bit. Go ahead, Rob. Take us down.
Take us down to Old Trafford. Bro, it's looking. I mean, it's looking good at Old Trafford, man. 2-1. the results are looking good, you know. But some can argue, is the performance meeting the metric? You know, some people can be a little bit too analytical. You know, some people are just happy with the result and, you know, they move on. But, you know, and now the question comes into play, like, is Carrick going to be, you know, the one to, you know, lead this forward? But before that, I feel like the game, you know, even though we won, I feel like it was a very questionable performance. You know, first half or up until we got the red card, or Crystal Palace got the red card, I feel like it was just very, you know, the playmaking was not there. The final third, there was not much going on. Sesko would get balls, you know, coming in off crosses, but nothing was just being connected off the end. Small, simple passes were not being connected, and and we got lucky with 2 yellow cards by Lacroix. Or
you think that was a foul? You think that was a PK?
Listen, at the time, I was like, "Come on, gets in," but it's very soft on Cunha.
Bro, that was stupid, bro.
It was super soft. But to me, the pass on the Bruno pass into Cunha is what makes it.
Hold on.
That pass, bro.
We're not just gonna screw by it. We're not just gonna screw by it for a second. Wait, I just want to hear about this. Like, yo, just take me through that. The foul started outside the box, and he was
started outside the box.
Well, like what typically happens, and it wasn't like he like threw him back. Cunha just dropped. You know what I mean? That's how I took it. I don't know, Steve. I don't know if you watched the game or if you saw that.
Listen,
Cunha is taking lessons from Bruno, bro.
Hey, bro, we would all love a Cunha on our team. Do we not? Should we not? You know,
we
not? You know,
I respect it.
But that is very soft on Cunha. I will argue.
And they went to VAR too, so that was also the most confusing.
VAR is insane. VAR is absolutely insane.
I don't know what's going on with VAR, but to me, from what I heard, Sky Sports say that one of the analysts were saying, I mean, who knows? Everyone has a different opinion on Sky, but one of the analysts was saying he was holding on even into the box, and then he let go. To me, it's like, yo, it wasn't. He still let, like, you know, he let go. He wasn't trying to be blatantly, you know, violent towards him. So it's like, and then Cunha took advantage of that, you know, fell and then
it is what it is. We're not going to change it. We're not going to change the verdict of anything. You know, Bruno slotted away nicely, you know, and then he had a great cross to Sesko. He's your
great cross.
Yeah, he's your 80th minute finisher,
bro. Oh my days. This guy Sesko, he's on fire, bro. This guy says Air Sesko, you know, he's on fire, bro.
Yo, Steph Sesko.
Come on, you know.
I would say none of his goals are like. I mean, I would say almost all his goals. I feel like when you look at the goal, you're like, "Dang, Bruno, what a pass!"
Exactly.
I mean, like, it's not like
no. I mean, bro, that one like Van Persie-esque like lunge with the right foot, you know, just connecting off of a cross. I think from I don't know, someone off the left. Maybe it could be Casemiro. There are some goals that I'm like, all right, fire, Sesko. This is nice. You know, this is what we needed from as a striker, I guess, you know, at least from Rasmus when he came from Atalanta or wherever he came from. We were thinking like, yo, we got a striker, you know, 70 mil. Let's see what he's about.
Oh, that's
bro,
right.
That was buns. That was crazy. But, you know, it's looking good for now. But I said it 2-3 weeks ago. I said this name and you guys laughed at me. I said Sene Lamens, and you guys laughed at me. You said, who? You sound like a bunch of owls. Get out of here, man.
Something crazy about Sene Lamens.
Are you sure that's the right pronunciation of his name?
Sene Lemons.
Sene Lemons.
I already changed 30 minutes.
Sene Lemons. All right.
Yeah, lemons and limes, bro.
If I'm wrong, then fuck it. But
that's why I'm saying who, bro. Just boy talking about juice.
Bro, when life gives you lemons, bro, you know, we just accept a 7 point, you know, whatever 4 or 5 performance, and then we keep it moving. He's doing well. I feel like even
let me think about this game again.
Even the goal that went in with Crystal Palace, bro, it was the first 3 minutes.
That was a good header, but I don't remember them troubling you that much. I mean, I feel like
no, they did. They were on the front foot. I would say majority of the first half, maybe even in the first 15 minutes of the second half.
They look like
pre-red card. It looked like let's hope for a draw. You know, that's what it seemed like. But
no, let me take that back, right?
Yeah,
like I think that they were definitely controlling the game in the midfield and so on, but I don't remember them like let going like a bunch of shots or like throwing in a bunch of crosses where like Lemons was like a rubber band, saving balls and claiming crosses and stuff.
Yeah, they didn't have any big chances. It does say on FootMob, the stats say like 0 big chances.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I remember them like controlling the game, like
exactly.
They're not really like giving you a chance to really breathe or do much.
Yeah,
and obviously they put the ball through.
Yeah,
they called
bro, this was basically like maybe you could say in some sense a successful 3-4-3 Amarim style or like a 3-4-2-1 Amarim style against the newer Carrick style, right? Crystal Palace's Glasner, it was all about that work rate. It was all about that being on your man, being on. They
don't got any special players no more.
They don't, but the work rate was big,
What happened to Mateta? Did he get hurt or did he just like?
I think so.
Out of favor.
I think he was hurt. I'm not sure actually. Let me look.
That
is a good question.
Right before his transfer was supposed to go down, and that.
Yeah, something happened. Exactly. Yeah, something happened before his transfer, and then it just kind of.
Because they got no more ballers on that team. They used to have crazy ballers.
Yeah, knee injury mid-March. That's what it says for Mateta.
Well, they had ballers.
Yeah, they used to have crazy ballers, man. Olise, Eze,
Zaha. That's a crazy. That's crazy.
That front three in itself,
Yeah.
I still haven't seen a moment from Lemons where I'm like, damn, what a keeper.
Okay. I'll make you a compilation.
We didn't say who last time. We said he's a good keeper, but I don't know if he's a great keeper. We all
sure. I'll take that. I
heard Onana wants his spot back, bro.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I heard that too. He can come through, man. He can come through and learn from Lemons. He can come through. That's fine. But I mean, he is still on contract, so it's not like United could say no.
Coming back, baby.
He's coming back.
You guys pick up a Cameroonian coach in the summer. And you Cameroonian.
Bro, anyone but that goalkeeper that I know you guys saw that one clip of Onana practicing before the game where he's just like doing this shit, like anything but that coach, bro. Like, we'll take it.
And then he hugged him.
Like, yo, you got this. You got this, man.
Yo, some of those pregame match stuff are hilarious. Did you guys see it? I think I sent it. I don't know if I sent it. The one where Garnacho tries to take on take on the coach before taking the shot. He took it right into the coach before the game, bro. I was cracking up. I was like, yo, we're about to put this guy on the field. So now let me transfer into Chelsea. All right, let me take this spot here. We let go of Rio to Liverpool, and we got Garnacho from Man United. Like the way that we do business is just different nowadays, bro. I'm telling you,
bro. It's up and down too. The finances. The books is looking crazy right now.
Yeah, but the UEFA doesn't allow us to do what we to hit those loopholes.
Yeah.
So like under the Premier League or FA or whatever you want to call it, we were fine. But if you don't allow us to hit those loopholes, then we don't do that. But obviously, they're smart in a business sense in terms of like how to structure financing. So they wouldn't have done all that stuff if they didn't know that they could do that, if that makes any sense. And they already knew they were going to pay a fee to UEFA. They weren't going to get any bans or anything. So they calculated that risk. We'll pay 30 million. To restructure basically 340 million, so it's a little bit of, crazy accounting, but just the way that they think about players. And I don't know if you guys saw this. Todd Bowley said that he got Marc Cucurella because Man City
got that. I saw that, right.
That interview I actually respect though, because Bowley was like, I was put in the sporting director role. I had no idea what I was doing. I have respect for at least admitting it. And he's like, I needed to get someone in there ASAP. And so
No, yeah, I respect that, but like the thing is that like yo, who they put in there is still like low key either following their command or doing a pretty shit job. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like they're either we need not just data. You know what I mean? Like there needs to be a vibe about the team. Like there needs to be like a feeling. Like we need players that want to
What
play.
you mean, bro? You had the whole like the Mandem, squad in the
Yeah,
tunnel.
but Mandem FC is broken up, bro.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Mandem FC is broken up. Noni's gone, bro.
Now he's gone.
The head orchestrator is gone, bro. And Cole Palmer is not the same anymore, bro. I have written down in my notes, bro, and this is sad to say. I heard somebody say it. I can't remember who said it, but yo, is Cole Palmer the next Dele Alli or what, bro? Because my bro is on fire, but
I don't think so. I think he's just eyeing at a different, just eyeing at a different, something different.
Bro, that would be the most classic transfer ever for United to buy Cole Palmer as they fleece them, and then like you guys pay insane money to Chelsea, and because of his injury, he just never hits those heights that he did. That's like
that is the new age. I'm thinking like, oh my god, this guy maybe like a Juan Mata, but no, that's not. Because that
did well for you, but
he did. That's what I'm saying. But he came from Chelsea to United, obviously successful. But nowadays, we're getting obviously Sancho.
Torres.
But
Torres was the best striker in the Prem. Chelsea got him, and it's not like he had some insane goals that will forever be in Chelsea lore, right? Like the dribbling the goalkeeper against Barcelona and all
that's
that.
all they care about, bro. That's all Chelsea cares about.
We paid,
but he never hit those like. He was never that one player because of those injuries.
Nah, he was never that player, but he did get us what we needed, bro.
Yeah.
So he did. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, like Cole. I mean, I'm definitely gonna, give him a lot of, credit in the bank for what he's done in the past, and a lot of credit or like leeway, for his injury, because as we've talked about before, it's not no like little ankle injury. It's a proper groin injury, so that's hard to run with, play with, get over, even fix. But I don't know, bro. To me, it's like, and I guess he's in a between a tough place and a rock or whatever the saying is, because it is World Cup year, and the people in his position in England are stacked. You know what I mean? So he's got to go against the Phil Fodens, who's not really having the best career. Season right now, and Eze, you can argue, also not having like the best season right now. Morgan Rogers is doing pretty well, but there's a lot of people in that spot, and some people would say Jude Bellingham in that spot, or somebody else. So there's a lot of players that could play in that spot, and he wants to be there, so he has to play. But I just don't know if he should be playing the way that he's playing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He shows sparks, but it's not there. So
it could definitely cause more damage if he does play through this.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he's gonna try to play himself into form, and then next thing you know, not even be able to play.
Yeah,
I don't know. And he's not even playing.
I don't think he goes. I think he goes to the World Cup. I don't know how much playing time he gets. Like Tuchel has some tough decisions to make, and like he loves Morgan Rogers, right? So like that's kind of an unexpected dark horse pick. Like it's expected if you watch the Prem, but he's not like a big name like some of the other guys. And if he's guaranteed a spot on the bench or the starting lineup, that just makes it harder between Rice, and Bellingham, and Palmer, and Foden, and like, dude, their midfield is. England has a stacked midfield. I honestly think that this might be a team that. I don't know. I remember during the Euros, they were like, is this team better than the Golden Generation? At that time, I think the consensus was no. The Golden Generation just never could work. But, I mean, the Golden Generation was like, bro, Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes, like that is on paper just a bust midfield. Yeah. But then, obviously, Lamps could not work with Gerrard at all, right? They talk about that now, where they're like, they didn't like each other and all that.
Every team had their clique within the England group. That's what they're talking about. I mean, there's not many teams that can compete on paper wise with that team, but they obviously didn't have the camaraderie that's needed to actually win something. So, that team, as good as they are, and that's what they deserve for not putting their egos to the side, bro. Like, if you're in the England camp, I don't want to hear that, like, oh, I'm gonna sit over here with just the Chelsea players while all the Manchester United players are sitting over there. Like
Man, yeah.
bro, we're here to represent our country. Like, get out of here. Like, what do you mean, bro? We gotta get this World Cup, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I don't care how frustrating it is gonna be, you know, how buddy we have to be to get this, bro. Like, what? Our country's has only won it one time. You gotta be out of here.
Yeah. With the squads that they got, they should be winning it year.
Bro, what? John Terry, Rio Ferdinand, Ashley Cole, bro, Gary Neville, bro. What? They had players.
Yeah, man.
They had.
But listen, Chelsea's got some fixtures coming up.
Yeah, bro.
Both Manchester clubs, PSG, Newcastle.
Oh, did you hear about what PSG is doing? Yo, they stopped their game against Nantes on the weekend after our game.
Yeah, and Nice agreed to it. I don't know why Nice would agree to that. They're like trying to fight for points. Well, don't they want a weekend PSG?
Well, they're getting paid hella bucks, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? yo,
If you hear Nice, just think Jim Ratcliffe.
Those shadow companies popped up right in the Nice owner's bank account, bro. You gotta be kidding. Where are those guys from? Where's the owners of PSG from again? Which country are they from?
Oh, Sheikh. Is it Sheikh Jassim? No, it's not. That's cities, right? But I think it is Qatar or UAE.
Yeah,
UAE,
they're one of these royal rich families, bro.
Etihad. That is what? Abu Dhabi, right?
They set up some shell companies in that owner's name and paid them off crazy, bro.
Crazy. 150 charges. With these guys too, man.
Bro, and I'm sure the French Federation or whatever they're called, they let that shit go too, because I'm pretty sure they're the only French team that's left in the Champions League. So they need all the exposure, you know, all the everything that comes along with PSG, you know, making a couple of rounds. Right now, England's the hottest thing in the market because we got so many teams. But yeah, bro, no, it's looking dark for us, bro. And I wouldn't even say that we playing bad. It's just like the petulance and like the
immaturity,
immaturity, the lack of know-how, the lack of somebody like to just like be like, yo, like we got to get our shit together. Like, this is the season right here. Like, what are we doing? We're getting red cards onto red cards. Like, we're not playing to our best ability. We're running around, letting teams get two headers and off a corner. Like, are you kidding me? That's what Chelsea used to do back in the day, and that's what I also wrote down. It's like the roles for Chelsea and Arsenal have changed. When back in the day when we had Drogba, Ivanovic, Terry, all these big guys, Ballack and everything, like we used to be the ones that would, you know, bully Arsenal in terms of strength and speed and aggression. And now everything has changed. They used to have all those like styly players like Cazorla and Sanchez and whoever else, you know, back in the day, and now Thomas Rosicky. Bro, but now we're getting done up, bro. Now we're the ones that are getting done up, and I don't know if the owners are really seeing what's going on the way that you know that I think a lot of the fans are seeing, even like outside fans see. You know what I mean? And that's what I meant when I brought up the Todd Bowley thing. It's just like, bro, we're just kind of like going off vibes, bro. Like, there should have been I don't know if you guys seen this. There was a little argument that John Terry should have came and joined Liam Rosenior's coaching squad. Like, we needed somebody like him, bro. Like, after the whole Southgate thing got done, bro, Steve Holland was up for grabs. Like, we needed a coach like him, bro. Like, we need people in the dressing room that were once a part of Chelsea's fabric to come back and, like, you know, reinsert what's going on. And the owner shouldn't take that as like a conceding that they were wrong or that, you know, they're not as good. Like, but you're trying to copy the whole Manchester City scheme, bro. Like, why don't you just, you know, copy the scheme that went on before you and just make that better? Like, you know, buy the best experienced team players. Like, don't go after all the kids. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love an Esteval. You know, I love a good young player that's gonna come and shake things up. But don't tell me you're gonna sell my boy Rio for Garnacho and Gittins, bro. Like, that don't make sense, bro. Like, it really doesn't make any sense. So, I don't know. The owners, they gotta fix it.
You got something posted up here?
Yeah,
bring it up
first before we go there. Just while we're on the Chelsea game, I just want to say, like, I think by far the most hated team in the Prem is Arsenal right now. And I think it's a big reason is not just their fan base, and I hate their fan base, but more so like now they're saying like, oh, Liverpool score on set pieces. They score 3 goals. We don't hear the same criticism. But we aren't breaking records for the most amount of set pieces scored. It's like a very short time. Every team scores set pieces. The frustration and the criticism is that a huge majority of their goals are scored by set pieces. A huge majority. If you can't understand the difference between a snapshot and a trend, are all Arsenal fans 8-year-olds on like online just posting this stuff?
It seems like it, man. It seems like it. Yeah.
Stuff online. It's these like interviews after the game. It's what you see in the media and stuff. And so, I try to take that with a grain of salt, but it's so prevalent that I'm just like, what? You cannot possibly be this thick. So that's the first thing. The second is, I know we can't show clips from the game. There are clips of Raya diving. There's clips of Gyökeres diving during the Chelsea games. There are clips of two-handed grabs from Gabi on 2 different incidents on a corner where they're not even looking at the ball. Yes, if you score set pieces and defend because you are playing WWE football, you will get criticized. Like, I don't understand. And they're like, oh, other teams were criticized like this. What? You never heard people talk about Stoke or Burnley? Like, yeah, they played those tactics. Guess what? Everyone said they were shit. Everyone said they all eat meat pies. Everyone said that they don't know how to play football. So it's
true.
It's obviously bigger because they're top of the league right now. They're potentially on their way to win multiple trophies. They're a much bigger club than Stoke and Burnley, so they get a lot more limelight. But, bro, that shit is just like, it's almost like it's like talking to a cult or like hearing from a cult where they're just like, I'm like, do you actually believe this stuff? Are you actually unable to like see that?
I really do think they believe that stuff, bro.
Dude, that's what blows my mind. They actually do. They actually do. And
I watched a game in a bar this past weekend with a buddy, and there's a bunch of Arsenal people there. Shout out Darcy's in Bradley Beach, bro. Every time, like, at halftime, like, at after they scored, they would be saying set piece FC, set piece FC, ole ole ole, set piece FC. Like, bro, did they, like, I think the fans know, and they've had to
they
accept
just come to terms with it. Yeah.
Don't argue that people are criticizing you for set pieces. I almost respect that more. You come to terms with it and own it. But don't be like, everyone's so mean to us. It's like, bro, shut. Like,
because they actually they go for the corners, bro. Like, that's their thing. They go for corners and throw-ins and certain types of free kicks and so on. So that's their game.
This is,
bro, their whole set piece coach is like in front of Arteta, like fighting with the fourth official over here. Arteta's like trying to pull him back, like, bro, like chill, like
Chelsea needs to fire their set piece coach, bro. We scored. Yeah, bro, we gotta fire that, bro.
Liverpool let in
corner kicks, bro. Get out of here.
Liverpool let in like the most set piece goals the first half of the season. A month ago or so, we let go of our set piece coach. We've been insane since then, dude. We've been scoring on set pieces. What was this man doing?
Van Dijk has been, on
charts. Van Dijk has got the clipboard. He's like, nah, fuck that.
Put it on my head, and it will be fine. No, it's actually crazy how much better we're at set pieces ever since that guy left. And so, I don't know. I think it's also because, like, I was thinking about it, and it's like for older Arsenal fans, they come from this culture of what you're talking about. There's this famous line from the It Crowd, which is like a British comedy series, and they're like, if you're talking to like football fans and you don't know what to say, just say the same thing every time, which is, did you see that Arsenal game? Wenger always tries to walk it in, and the joke is like, yeah, they would pass so much, it's almost like they don't even take shots, they just like do this beautiful football all the way to the net, and that was such a big part of their identity, where it's like, we play beautiful football. And it's completely gone 180. And I think for older Arsenal fans, they always had that as a point of pride. And so it's hard for them to then be like, oh, now we're this like ugly win team. And it's like, just take the criticism and sing set piece, ole, ole, ole. Like, I respect that so much more than like.
They got to, bro, because they're starved of trophies and championships and majors. So they got to just accept it and just rock with it. And hopefully, teams are able to stop that stuff from going on anymore because it's not real football. But
bro, it's not like this can't stand the test of time, bro. Like this can't keep going on next season too, right? Like if let's say Arsenal win the league this way, like are they really achieving to do the same thing again next year? Not maybe not. Obviously, they're going to strengthen their squad and all this, But I don't know, bro. I don't find vision in terms of open play when it comes from that team. So
the coach is going to have to take time over the summer and just review, what's going on with their set pieces to, come up with ways. I mean, one way that Chelsea handled it, they one time would throw 3 people up at half field so that there would be less Arsenal attackers in the box. I don't know why they don't do that more often. But
as a winger, I love that. I loved playing against a team where they were good at the corners and they send the whole team up, and you just pull back to the halfway line, and you're just thinking, if we get one good
counter,
it is me and 2 players,
right.
And one player's on the whole other side of the field, so he's not even going to be a problem. I just need to burn past one guy, and it's it's honestly exciting. When you're a winger and you're okay, let's put me here. So no, I really feel like teams should do that. I also just feel like I'm not going to put on a tinfoil hat here on referee conspiracies or something, but Arsenal have been getting away with some insane calls, and
no, it's been terrible. I don't want to blame
it's cool, bro. Put the tin hat on.
Game, but he was terrible. I don't want to blame the refs, but he was terrible. He was terrible. I mean, Chelsea should have, played better, but he was terrible. But Steve, it was 2 episodes ago. You asked what's one transfer that we would like to see, and I don't know if we ever answered that question. I don't know if you got an answer or not, but.
Wait, what was the question one more time?
So the question was, I don't know if you were here, it was, what's one player you would want to drop from your squad and what's one player you would want to add? And we already covered the drop from the squad. You might have missed that session, though. So I would love to hear who you want.
No, in terms of drop, interesting. Oh, man. I would say, funny, huh? Nah. Maybe Luke Shaw, I feel like since injury prone and just longevity in the squad, I feel like, thank you, brother, for your service. Appreciate what you did. You did come from Southampton with, high hopes and expectations, and he did meet it in some sense. But I think it's just time's up at this point. We need to
he didn't say this exactly, but he was he's one of the dumbest players I've ever worked with. Do you remember that? Because every good game he had.
Said this, Mourinho?
Yeah, every good game he had, Mourinho was following him on the touchline, yelling "Go in now!" He was telling me exactly what to do. And when he doesn't have that, I think naturally he's just so athletic, dude. He's, given his body, he's a strong guy, but he's also speedy and stuff. He just doesn't have a good football brain. So I think when he plays I honestly feel like he'd play well under Carrick, though. Just given
I think he's doing well under Carrick, but he got injured again.
I saw
on a challenge. So I don't know. I think it's going to be Mazraoui coming on the left side because Patrick Dorgu's also out with the hamstring, probably till sometime end of April. Now that's the big thing now.
How would you buy somebody new, or would you just
on the left,
or would you just put in Dorgu?
I mean, Dorgu.
Or would you take out Dalot, Luke Shaw, and then add somewhere else on the team? Who would you bring into your team? Who's a player that you would love to see? 1 or 2 players that you would love to see.
I mean, dream player, Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mensch from PSG on the left back. Come on. Just come through, bro. Ping in that left side. Just come through, bro. Just run through. It's time's up. Liverpool had their thing. Chelsea had their thing. Arsenal probably gonna get the shit. And then it's gonna go back to old school Prem again. United. Back with the silverware. He said, all right, let's stop this talk.
Here's my crazy prediction. All the momentum that you guys have now, it's not a result of great planning from the board. Anytime the board get involved, everything falls apart.
Yeah.
This summer, when they have to get a new manager or they decide to stick with Carrick, whatever decision they make, they will make the wrong one. That's my.
Yeah.
That's my
You know what? What I wholeheartedly think they will make. They're going to stick with Carrick.
Which wouldn't be the worst thing ever, to be honest, dude. I mean, giving you guys,
bro. But this is the thing, though. If you really look at these games, bro, against United, the past 3 games we had against these guys, we had Crystal Palace, Everton, and West Ham. Right? West Ham we struggle with, whether it be because of the dude Frank with the hair and the whole conspiracy with that, fuck all that nonsense. We still struggle, We still struggle with Everton. It was only 1-0. It was like a last-ditch Sesko comes on and scores for us. But I don't see any type of you're right, Crystal Palace may not have had big chances, but we weren't creating either. We were losing the ball. We were losing those easy, passes and all that. So I'm like, this is going to happen again with Carrick,
You guys are going to get found out soon. I think
exactly.
You guys are going to get found out soon. But you guys have done well enough in the past, whatever amount of games that he's coached.
7 games.
That no, you guys may have set yourself up well to eke into.
And this is I know I say this every time I'm here. This will be the true test. This will be the true test. But going away to Newcastle at St. James Park, in this state with a weak back line. Possibly looking at, Lenny Yoro, Maguire, Mazraoui on the left. And even though Maguire also got maybe injured, but, he said, Carrick said he's all right. But
what happened to the
Gordon's been looking really good, to be honest.
Yeah, Anthony Gordon's been looking good. Yeah. He's on top form from Champions League, So this might be the loss that's coming. That's the inevitable loss that's coming. Martinez got a calf injury. He's out for a few weeks as well.
Let's quickly talk about Spurs, and then we can talk about the players we would sign. But I just want to highlight for Spurs. I know Marcus isn't here, so we don't need to spend too much time. This is the thing I was talking about, right? So this was before the Fulham game. Because I know we talked earlier, it's like, oh, yeah, West Ham have a much harder run-in than Spurs, so Spurs are definitely going to pick up some points. This is the rest of their games in the season in the Prem. And this is how they played against them the first half of the year. Bro, these are not Forest is a 1-goal loss. Chelsea is a 1-goal loss. Everything else they got battered pretty hard, dude.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Sunderland and Leeds don't have they definitely played those teams. So again, this is from Sky Sports. I blame Sky Sports. But
I guess last season
or no.
Is this last season or this
season? Oh yeah, you're right. This was last season. Sorry.
Yeah,
last season. But which almost makes it even worse.
Still,
their form this season is pretty much as bad as last season. Oh, but if you actually walk through it, it's like I could see them losing to Crystal Palace. Definitely see them losing to Liverpool. Definitely, Forest. I think that's a game they have to win.
That's a big game,
dude. Yeah. Sunderland is going to be kind of tricky. Brighton will be hard, but Forest and Wolves are huge games right now, bro. But they're huge games for them, It's
and Leeds too.
Yeah, Leeds.
Bro. They're gonna all be fighting all those games.
Yeah,
it's gonna be bare madness in those games.
And then I never actually imagined it would get this bad for Spurs, dude.
No, they going down, bro. They going down.
Yo, would the Premier League let that though? I don't know. Maybe this is my conspiracy. In terms of
they're not even
bro, but they're still one of the top 6 clubs that brings in a lot of revenue, right? So it's
bro, when we were growing up, I never heard of the top 6.
You're right. I haven't either. I heard this somewhere. I think one of the fans on the overlap was saying it the Big 6 kind of coined itself around 2012, 2014.
Yeah. Bro, fuck out of here, bro. When I was growing up, and really just first getting into soccer when the Mercurials were on stage 2 of Vapors.
Hey, Mercurials.
There was no Big 6, bro. I don't even remember that. No.
that was a Total 90 era. If you guys remember that, Nike Total 90.
I never knew City. City, bro. And don't get me wrong. I grew up in the U.S., so I wasn't steeped in the culture as if I was in England. So it was different over here, but all I knew was the top 4 teams, and then your Boltons and like these other teams that just had like cool.
It was always the top four. It was
like,
Arsenal, Chelsea, United, Liverpool.
Yeah,
those are always the top four, and then
this is what we got right here: Man City, United. Hey, Tottenham, top four. Hey.
Where's this from? Where is this from?
This is the 2012 season. This is the 2012 Premier League season.
2012.
2012.
Hey, go to 2013. Go to 2013. Look at this. Liverpool 8th. Watch this one next one. Watch this next one. Oh, what a jump! And bro,
what a jump! There you
2
go.
points. 2 points.
And then we went from second or third to seventh.
That was the season I hated Chelsea almost more than ever before because of that slip. And then Mourinho going to the fans and being like, bro,
back here, Cardiff, 2012. What a time.
You got to go back to like 07, bro.
Yeah.
Those were good days.
Pre-Fergie living.
06.
Yeah, 06, 07. Those are like the
top five. Bolton.
Yeah, but they're 8 points. But see, look at Bolton, dude. Where's Bolton now? Where's Portsmouth now? Where's Blackburn Rovers now?
Blackburn.
We gotta make enough money from the pod to go buy one of these.
Buy one of these clubs.
Bring them back.
Restore them.
Yeah, man. That's
I mean, Tottenham, they got real issues, bro. They got real issues, and the refs not gonna help them. Nobody's gonna help them but themselves, bro. And I think that
the players got to step up.
That's
man.
what
they got to realize what the hell's going on.
I don't want them. I mean, like in all fairness, like I really wouldn't want them to go down, but they should go down for being this bad, bro. What they gotta learn from their mistakes. They're like that bad child that keeps messing around but keeps getting away with it. Like
you can't be doing this after the Premier League or after the Europa League win.
Yeah, no, you can't.
After winning one of the first trophies you guys won in your club's history, European club's history, like this can't be happening the season after, especially coming in 17th last season.
That's what I'm saying, but you can't
also
do it back.
I know it's like obviously they won Europa and all that, but like Europa is not as big as people make it out to be, dude. Villarreal won that shit like 3 years in a row, and nobody's like Villarreal, the Giants of Spain. No, it's like, oh yeah, Emery's great on the Europa League. That was like, that's what people were saying. No one was like hyping them up. So I just real quick, you were joking about buying a club, bro. I know I wax on about Sunderland all the time, but especially if you watch Sunderland Till I Die, man, they were in Championship. They dropped from the Championship to League One, and then they got bought by this dude who is 28 right now. So when he bought them, he was like 25-year-old like billionaire kid. That is like the dream, bro. You're 25 years old. You buy this club and you bring them all the way back to the Prem. Yeah. Oh, that's like real life football manager, man. Like I'm so jealous of this kid. I'm just like, damn.
It would also be nice to be a billionaire, but
yeah, that's the other thing. He doesn't have to worry about shit.
That is also the dream, but
yeah, that is also.
Why not? No, it would be great. No, there are some stories, bro. I mean, even though what happened with Wrexham is a story as well, bro. Yeah. There's a couple stories that that are out there.
Dude, perfect with Burnley as well. The trick shot guys.
Spurs game's gonna go so hard.
Yeah, man.
So I mean, it's possible, bro. And but anyway, let me hear about your player, Steve-O. Let me hear about your player or two.
Okay, so if the player will come no matter what I say, it'd be Desiree Doué from PSG because I think position wise it's wingers without a doubt. We need wingers right now. And I think Desiree Doué would be insane to get. I don't think it's realistic though.
Yeah, I mean,
so the more realistic winger, which is also very hard to get, would be Jan Diomande from RB Leipzig. And the reason I say Liverpool is, bro, this man has been whoring himself out for Liverpool like the last.
His family loves him.
His family loves Liverpool. He's like a huge Liverpool fan his whole life. He said in multiple interviews, I would love to play for Liverpool. I would love to play for Liverpool. I would love to make my family proud. And so I'm just like, all right, bro, let's make it happen. Like, this man will die for the Bads. Like, why would we not sign him? It's like when we got Soboslai and there was rumors about him, and then it came out that he has this huge Steven Gerrard tattoo on him. It's like, dude, sign the guy. He's going to bust his ass every game. And that's exactly what's happened, right? Like, when you get players that want to play for the badge and not for the check, you get that heart. And as a fan, if you have talent and heart, even Darwin, dude, everyone loves Darwin at Liverpool. Yeah, he was bro.
I don't know about that, bro. Yo, that guy can miss chances.
He's
crazy about that.
But even now, okay, maybe
he
get a lot of criticism, but most of the criticism was from outside Liverpool. You know, most of it was like non-Liverpool fans being like, Darwin sucks. Liverpool fans, it's like Darwizzy. Like, bro, the reason was let's hear me out. Tactically, terrible.
Yeah.
Clutch moments, terrible. But he had the two things that I'm telling you, fans all love. He had heart and he worked hard and he had like athleticism. So when you see that, you always have this feeling of it might happen now. And look at him. You know what I mean? It's like this weird thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, you just...
I get it, because he had good positioning, because he would find himself in the best positions possible.
That man has hit the crossbar more than any other players I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But then, like...
frustrating, even from the outside player, because you're like, this guy about to bust into a lot, and then hits the crossbar, the other bar, then bounces out. Like, I'm like,
dude, I feel like he was one of the most unluckiest player of all time. I still maintain that. But dude, his 2 goals against Newcastle are some of the most memorable goals a Liverpool player scored because of the story, because he just never was able to hit the heights whenever there was a moment where it's like, oh, we might have unlocked Darwin finally. And center backs, that when he was here, they would say that Darwin was one of the hardest players to play against because he was so fast and strong.
Yeah.
And so he would get, like you said, in incredible positions. And then it's like, we don't need to talk about the misses. We all know that. But yeah, what I guess the point I'm trying to make is I want a player that wants to play for the badge, like Darwin, who's constantly a fighter. So I would say Yan Diomande, most realistic. Desiree Doué would be the dream, right? Young French winger, just balling out. What about you?
Well, I would say that that's what I was saying. Like, Chelsea needs players that want to play for Chelsea. Like, this whole constant rotation of managers and players, I think, is throwing people off. And I knew that was
going to happen again, right?
And yeah, bro, 100%. Bro.
End of the season, Rosenior, it's like
people. I think Rosenior will keep his job, but I don't know if Liam Delap's gonna still be here. He may be put out on loan.
You really liked him too. At a point, you were talking big.
Everybody wanted him, bro.
Yeah.
But for 30 mil, yeah, bro. But no, he's got to figure himself out. I don't know.
He's doing mathematics too much.
I'm not gonna write him off too quickly. Not after one season. If he does it again next season, then he's definitely got to leave the club. But maybe he needs to go on loan somewhere. But players like Pedro Neto, I think he may end up leaving this summer.
Really?
Yeah, I think Tosin will end up leaving this summer. Some people that have been here for a couple of years, they're gonna end up leaving, and then they're friends with Cole Palmer, Tosin, and other people, and it's just gonna keep on affecting the dynamic of actually building a team. But they're gonna be the data tells us that we should do this. You know what I mean?
It's like the Leonardo DiCaprio model. They hit 25, they're done.
Yeah, bro. Nah, exactly, bro. It's we need some older things too. Older women ain't.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Older players are good too. So I don't know, but yeah, they need to get off this. Oh my God, Man City's going for them. Let's go for them. Or only 23-year-olds and that I want to have on my team play. No, we got to go after experience.
You need in that team. Yeah.
What I don't know if you guys watched the Chelsea game, but one of the most frustrating things that I thought, and it's a tough thing because what Liam's trying to do is put the best players that he has on the field, right? And right now, there's no Levi Colwill and there's no Cucurella and maybe there's no Esteval, etc. But in order to get Caicedo, Enzo, somebody like Andre Santos all on the field, Enzo Fernandez needs to play on the left side, almost in the half space on the left side, and then our left back is the one that creates the space, right? But Enzo's not really a play that's really taking people on. Yeah, he could spray a good ball or something like that here and there, but that just shows how much we don't want to play Garnacho. You know what I mean? That we're literally filling that spot with a midfielder whose main goal is not to really like dribble past people, and especially in the Arsenal game, he's not even really picking up passes and so on. So, this may sound a little bit crazy, but I would drop Enzo for a player that could either play in that half space and take people on, or play out wide. And I would look towards like a Morgan Rogers or like a Yildiz from Juventus, and have that front attack of
I could see that
Palmer, João Pedro, and like Esteval, and those four players be like our four players that like we really attack with, and maybe Enzo has to go back in the midfield with Caicedo, or he has to rotate with a Santos or Lavia or somebody, but like I don't want too many defensive players or too many players that are like kind of pass first, and that like I want players that are like shoot first, attack first on the field. And when we played on the weekend, it was really only Neto who's not doing the greatest, João Pedro and Cole Palmer, and then the rest of the team were either a midfielder or a defender. So,
do you know who I think is the best half space young player in the world? None of us are ever going to get him. Pedri, bro, he blows my mind every time.
Crazy.
He plays in the half space and constantly like his through balls or his ways to find it's insane, dude. I was like, man, playing with him must be the best feeling ever. It's like
him and Yamal are different gravy, bro. I gotta say
that. I didn't even say Yamal is a potential winger just because it's like, that's even more impossible than this way do it, bro. But same thing with Pedri. Like the person you described, I was like, oh, that's like, bro, that's Pedri, right? Like Pedri drifts out to the wing sometimes. He plays in the half space. He comes down in the midfield, and then to your point, he moves the ball so creatively forward. Yeah. And when he gets the ball, you just see the entire Barca team just bomb forward because they're like, Pedri's going to find us. It reminds me of that Pirlo quote. I forgot who it was. It was he plays for Ghana. He has a twin brother who plays for Germany. Yeah, when Kevin Prince first joined Juventus, he came from England. So he said during the games, in England, you yell for the ball and stuff. And after one of the games, Pirlo pulled him aside with a translator, and he told the translator, tell him to stop talking. When you talk, the opponent knows you're there. I will find you. Trust me. And it's like, that's like, and Prince Boateng was like, oh, wow, this is next level. Like, I can just run, and I know he'll find me no matter what. I was like, dude, Pedri gives me that same vibe where it's like, dude, he gives the team so much confidence.
Pedri's locked in, bro. He's good as hell.
Bro, another player I would say, to switch topics, another player. I mean, there's a lot of players that are leaving United, but Mason Mount.
I
forgot about him.
He's going in his bag now.
I have not forgotten about Mason Mount. That's the type of shit Chelsea can't, we can't let that shit slide, But Villa seems to want Mount. So hey, hopefully we can ship that off. And we know Casemiro is leaving too, So
who would you get?
Midfield, like, I think Elliot Anderson or an Adam Wharton are very, high on the list, high priority for United.
Those are achievable too, because
very achievable. Yeah,
I was gonna say that's a good shot.
Pretty much like done. He's the last man standing, and I don't know what's in Nottingham Forest's relegation.
Yeah, bro, that boy Anderson, bro, Elliot Anderson, bro. Step in, boom.
Yeah, but Marinakis is
bro.
He's a fun person to negotiate with.
I want their center back, Murillo.
Yeah, Murillo, Brazilian too, right? Yeah,
Brazilian, bro. Link up with the Brazilian boys.
Yeah, that's a Chelsea signing too, if I see.
Yeah.
Did you know it's bad that who were they going after? Was it Elliot Anderson who almost went to Spurs in the summer, and then Marinakis? Well, no, it wasn't Elliot Anderson.
No. It was Morgan Gibbs-White.
Yeah, dude.
Wasn't it Gibbs-White?
He must actually now be thanking Marinakis for saving him from
relegation.
Well, he might be relegated now.
They're in the same boat, bro.
Yeah, bro. But like, it's easy to hide under Forest, where it's like, hey, that team could always be bad, and you can just blame it on the team and everything. But when you're playing for like one of the big six clubs, it's like that spotlight is on you, and Xavi Simons has been criticized nonstop, even during his good games, dude. Like I
feel he's not playing well though. He's not like that, bro.
Or Gallagher.
Dude, Gallagher's terrible.
Bro, this guy has not been living up to what I think Spurs have expected him to provide.
Did you hear the Spurs owner saying, like, listen, we're going to change our motto? Because it was after Ange did that overlap interview where he's like, Spurs don't pay players' wages. And then they told the owner came out, or the sporting director came out and effectively was like, hey, we're not like that anymore. For instance, Conor Gallagher is our highest paid player right now. Just got $250 or something like that. And I'm just like, why would you say that? Why would you admit that? Like, it's so bad.
Yeah, it's crazy out there at
16 place is 29 points, 17 place is 27, and 18 place is 25. I mean,
beautiful.
That is
what a top. Bro, it's about to be nice though.
One win for any of those teams, and things look very different.
Exactly.
And I think
Spurs have Palace, Forest have City, and West Ham have Fulham. So those could, bro. Spurs is the one that
could West Ham could beat Fulham.
Yeah, that's like
on Wednesday. Fulham are in form right now, man. I feel like Fulham have been on form the past couple games.
Yeah, but sometimes like it's easier for them to come up on the big clubs.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. They're also fighting relegation, so
yeah, bro.
Now, what's his name has been balling out for West Ham, bro. He tore Somerville. No, Somerville. Bowen did nothing during the Liverpool game.
Somerville.
He messed up a bunch of chances. But Somerville was a threat. I was watching him and I was like, dude, I wouldn't mind picking this guy out. Like,
yeah, he's good.
He's good.
So what about that Champions League, Barat? How are you feeling about that? Can you hear us? I know I can't see you, but can you hear us?
What Champions League, bro? I left the chat.
I'm talking about that Champions League draw, bro. How you feel about that?
That's why I left the chat, bro. That's why I left the chat. I let my chair just cool out, get out of here. Yeah, let me pull up the
bracket.
Let me pull up the
from a neutral standpoint, bro. Let us know how you feel about that Champions League.
So I saw Potts, you posted that in the group chat, and I wrote the stats underneath it. It's 6 on one side of the bracket. You have 6 different winners out of 8 teams. So 6 out of 8 teams have won before 31 times. On the right side, it's 5 times one winner, Barca. No one else has even touched a Champions League trophy. I don't understand. I mean, I guess I understand. It's luck of the draw, but it's so – on one hand, it's like shocking. On the other hand, it means that throughout the Champions League, there's about to be some banger matches, dude. Chelsea, PSG, Real City, that seems to happen every year. And I don't like both teams, so no matter what happens, I'm going to be happy. Like no matter what happens, there's going to be a narrative around like City crashed out or Real crashed out, so it's like perfect. And on the other side, I kind of want to watch Newcastle Barca. I want to see Athletic Tottenham too. I want to see how they stack up.
So this is what we got, boys. Paris, Chelsea.
How you feel about Galatasaray?
Over 2 legs, I think we'll be fine. I think going there is going to be hard. They actually beat us already this year when we went to Galatasaray. So I think going there is going to be hard. But Galatasaray's away form is terrible, even in the Turkish league. So I think second leg is at Anfield, so that should be a situation that we can do better in. I think for your guys' game too, second leg is in Chelsea, so that's. People underestimate how much of a difference that makes because first leg, it's still like, ooh, how's this going to go? Second leg is like, for a fact, like, okay, we're losing, we have to win, or it's a draw, we have to win, and it makes a big difference playing second leg.
Chelsea hasn't been that good at home, so I don't know, bro. At this point, I don't want to say I'm checked out, but I'm just here. You know what I mean?
Same.
I mean, I was so excited for us to be in a title charge, in November. And now I'm here.
We actually need, bro. We need an Arsenal fan on this, or a City fan, because none of us are. We're all just complaining about the top 4 race. None of us are even in the title race right now. You know,
bro. We are. What you talking about, man? United, United 4%, bro. 4% on Poly Market. No, I'm playing. Obviously,
put that money in. Put that money in.
You know, I had to switch my cameras around. I don't know what's going on with my camera today, but
yeah. And then the Real City one, like I said, that's gonna be a banger. Atlanta, bro. I feel bad for Atlanta. It's like it's not for them to get to
Georgia. I'm like, yo, ATL.
Atlanta. Atlanta.
He feels bad.
Let's go Atlanta FC.
Come on, Atlanta FC.
Yeah. Who was the guy that played for them that went to Newcastle again?
You guys know what I'm talking about? To Newcastle?
Yeah, Atlanta FC to Newcastle.
It was a wingback. It was a wingback.
I'm thinking Atalanta.
Wasn't it a wingback?
Nah.
Miguel Almiron.
Yeah, Miguel Almiron.
Almiron.
Yo, he would ball out in the MLS.
Bro. He was a player, bro.
In the MLS, he was a player. He was.
Bro, even at Newcastle, bro.
He wasn't that bad.
He was good when who is it? When the City player that's now on Everton called him out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why.
Jack Grealish.
Grealish was like, yo, you're trash. And then he came out and scored like 5 goals in 5 minutes.
Yeah. But his goals, they're like Brennan Johnson goals. Where he's like so fast and he runs and he taps it into the back post or something like that. It's not like it wasn't silky smooth.
And MLS, he was nice though. I'll give him that.
Bro, out of this entire, I guess, round of 16s, I'm saying Paris is going through. Liverpool's going through. This is going to be hard to predict, but I'm saying Man City.
I think it's City, dude. Real's not playing so well.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Who's next?
Bayern Munich. This is going to be hard too. Atlanta is because they have who's up top? Their striker that came.
Bro, Bayern. Listen, the only reason why, Arsenal
Bayern is crazy.
He's balling out, and the fact that Arsenal beat them earlier in the year, they kind of earned this good draw. You know what I mean? Like that's how it's supposed to work. You perform well in the the group stages or whatever they call it now, the table stage, and then you get a good draw. What about keep going? Newcastle.
Who are you talking about? Scamacca up top for Atalanta.
Atalanta? No. Am I talking about? Let me see. Keep going with the draw. What do you guys think? I'll look up the striker.
No. I want to hear from a neutral's perspective, bro.
Yeah,
guy.
This side is easy.
For the other side, obviously starting from the bottom, Arsenal going through. Bro, I think Bodo might make it through. I'm cheering for Bodo at this point, bro, as far as they can go. They
see, that's my fault. I'm thinking Victor Osimhen. That's Napoli. That's my fault.
Yeah,
that's
my Victor Osimhen is not Napoli, bro. What are you talking about?
He's on Galley.
It's okay. Wait. There's no need for him to tune into Champions League football, so it's just
hold up.
Osimhen, Napoli was like 2 years ago. He left Napoli to Galatasaray, and dude, I think Osimhen is definitely a danger. So that's why I'm saying Galatasaray is not going to be.
I'm thinking about a different striker, bro. Hold up, I'll look it up.
You thinking about the current Napoli striker? Hoyland?
I'll look it up.
Heard about
that's the one. That's the one. Hoyland. That's the one. There it is.
Bro, but I think Atleti will get past Tottenham, but I don't know. I'm curious. I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah, I'll find the striker for you guys, but Atleti is definitely going past Tottenham. What are we saying here? Come on now. If they pick up form in Champions League, but they're just throwing away Premier League, like what's happening here? You know,
I mean, they've been balling out in the Champions League so far. They've had some.
That is true. That's what I was just about to say. They have been balling out, and I think Marcus would say just the feel of Champions League is a lot different than Premier League.
It is.
So, Bodo Glimt Sporting, this is nice, but I want to put my money on Bodo. You know,
100%.
Same.
I want to put my money on Bodo.
The way they played against Inter, it wasn't like, hey, we're gonna sit back and hope for a goal, bro. They outplayed Inter.
Steve, I know you would appreciate this, but were you the one, or did I hear this somewhere else? One of their coaching staff is like some army vet that they hired to come in and change the mentality of the entire group.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Instill into the team that, bro, you guys can win the Champions League. Like, don't cut yourselves short. I know this is just a small club from a Norwegian country, but it's just mentality games at that point, But it seems to be working.
I saw Fabregas at Como invited the Bodo team to come to Como, and they did it so that the Como team could learn the Bodo fitness regime, because they were like, these guys are insanely fit. And apparently after the Inter game, the Italians were talking about it. They're like, we've almost never played against a team that just was this like physically fit. And I think the Portuguese league has dude, if Gyökeres was bullying center backs, they're going against now the fittest team in Europe. Like, bro, that's so I think Bodo actually have a chance, dude.
Yes, Norwegian club Bodo Glimt has utilized a former Norwegian Air Force officer as a mental course to transform their team's mindset. Bjorn, come on, Mr. Bjorn. These are my dark horses. These are my dark. These are my dark horses for this Champions League. Well, we'll see, man. Now, obviously,
Bodo's about to do like a Leicester level run to win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Wow, bro, imagine. But yeah, Leverkusen, Arsenal.
That's an easy. Dude, Leverkusen are terrible this year.
Yeah, I mean, coming off the back of starting off the season with Erik ten Hag, and then letting him go within like the first 6 weeks, I think. And then I haven't really kept up with how they're doing this season in the league, but yeah, I think Arsenal is gonna take that. But yeah, it'd be interesting, if we're saying Chelsea, Paris, Liverpool, City, Bayern, Liverpool, City, Bayern. That's
an insane matchup. Even honestly, I think the Real City,
bro. You guys just hating, bro.
No, that's why I was gonna say. You already gave your prediction. I think the Chelsea game is gonna be a lot closer than we think. Paris has not been playing like the
PSG. I think. Yeah, you're right.
They really like in League One. They've been struggling, and then like, bro, look at this. They beat Monaco 5-4 in aggregate.
Rosenior knows PSG, bro. Don't sleep on it. He beat them with Strasbourg a couple times as well, bro.
Dude, that's why I think my personal prediction is actually Chelsea make it through. I think it'll be Chelsea, Liverpool, City, Bayern, Barca, Atleti, Bodo, Arsenal. In fact, I'm going to go on DraftKings and put that in right
now. Lock in parlay. That's funny.
Shout out. Gamble responsibly.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be Atletico where Bodo was, but it's actually Bodo. If Bodo wins and they play Arsenal, I thought it was going to be Atleti playing Arsenal.
No, dude. Arsenal have to beat Leverkusen, Bodo. It's like they're already in the semis. It's like how?
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro. That is wild.
That's why they're not gonna win, because it's too easy, bro.
Whoever on this side, I swear, Barcelona, bro. This side, Barcelona. Between Newcastle, Barcelona, Atleti.
Barcelona's probably jumping for joy too, still, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. This semifinal, Arsenal versus Barcelona, is gonna be the match to watch. Yeah. But all right, we got.
I think Arsenal are unfortunately almost designed to destroy teams like Barca. Barca play at such a high line, and they have a hard, like, when we talk about like the rock paper scissors of like tactics, I feel like Arsenal is almost like the rock to Barca's scissor, whereas Barca could play well against teams like Real that try to play like Barca City would be a sick game. Barca Liverpool would be a sick game. I think it'd be super close. Barca Chelsea, but I think Arsenal honestly would be the worst matchup for Barca. And Barca, bro, they're like, you're talking about like physicalness. Barca's like the least physical team there is. Like, you got Pedri, and like he's great, but he's so small, dude. You got Rice. I feel like they would just get bullied off the park. And
unless these guys were running around like little hulks on the field and just got done up by the Magic.
yeah.
Come on, Marcus Rashford.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right, Rashford. I forgot Rashford played there.
Come on, Marcus Rashford. The hate watch is real that day.
Yeah.
Come on.
You hate watch against
Against Arsenal. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant against Rashford.
No.
Well, dude, the DraftKings has Bodo and Sporting literally completely equal.
Yeah.
It's like a 50-50 bet.
It's hard. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been really watching sporting, but I'm just going off the desire of Bodo.
Bro, so everything I said, right? Those 8 games, I don't think I said anything crazy. I think it's very, very achievable. $10 pays $3,932.
There you go.
I mean, it's hard to get.
There you go. Informed tickets in business class to
yeah.
Liverpool.
Yeah, if this cashes out, going to Anfield, boys.
We going there. I'll go on the cover, man. I'll go on the cover. Let's go. The boys here. Let's do the predictions. I haven't got on Marcus's match predictions yet, but
well, it's too late now. He's gonna.
Yeah,
he
predicted properly. I would say he probably would have predicted a loss for Arsenal as well, but this is what it's looking like. Marcus still in first place, sitting 5 points behind Potts, sitting 2 points behind me, and then Steve-O.
I'm catching up, bro. Don't call it a comeback.
Before it was like 12.
Yeah, dude. Now it's on to 5.
These draws are racking up. These like little 1 point.
I'm West Ham United, dude. Coming out of relegation, picking up points.
There you go, man. But all right. Speaking of relegation, Wolves versus Liverpool. Easy win. That.
I will say, I know Marcus just texted us. I'm like, bro, what are you texting? Why aren't you not on this call right now? But I'm gonna say Liverpool beat Wolves.
Yo, Marcus, join the call, bro. Yeah. Join the chat, man.
That's why I didn't even read the message. I just saw Marcus on the podcast. I was like, whoa, what? If it's something about the refs, I'm gonna lose my mind.
This guy's just gonna come in here like, yo, PGMOL.
Mark Clattenburg is
Injuries.
Well, that's why I said tie.
I feel for him though, bro. I feel.
No, I do.
I can't lie. I was there last year, and then now that I'm third,
But if you can't laugh at your friend's misery in football, like, what's the point of this?
What's the point of this?
Yeah, dude.
That's right. He's
at
the top of the informed league, so fuck it, right?
Exactly, dude. He's balling. He's balling. I'll say Liverpool beat Wolves 2-0.
2-0. Yeah, I'm gonna say 3-0.
I think Wirtz is still out.
Yeah, Wirtz is still out.
Yeah, I honestly feel like they're intentionally just resting him before Galatasaray. He's been having back issues, which I never like when they can't specifically say like, oh, he pulled his hamstring or whatever. You know what I mean? Because when they just say back or like he has an ankle niggle, it's like, oh, dude, that could last. Dude, we've seen those where it's like, the other one is groin. He has a groin injury, and they don't specify what it is. They always do the same words too: ankle niggle, groin sprain, or back, just back pain. And those 3 are like, sometimes they're back in a week. Sometimes it's like the rest of the season they're out. So
yeah, you got 3-1.
3-1. 3-1. Liverpool. Okay. All right.
I'm not looking. I was looking at the fixtures. So yeah, sorry, I didn't see.
Tomorrow, 3:15.
Yeah.
And then we have Villa versus Chelsea. This is an interesting one. This is gonna be Villa at home.
This dumbass Chelsea team. I want to say 1-0. I'm hoping 1-0. Brian can even go high.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
I need you guys to do a number, bro. Come on, man.
I need a 1-1.
You need a 1-1. All right.
Bro, if we lose this game, then we're definitely not getting anywhere. We're not getting Champions League.
2-1 Chelsea. Come on.
But you guys got to remember, I don't know why they don't just change the tables online, but 5th place gets Champions League already. It's already confirmed because of there's so many English teams.
Wait, not. I don't want Villa winning, bro. I want Chelsea winning. Yeah, no, it's 5th place, but right now we're in 6th place.
So, yeah, but I don't know, dude. Did you hear what dude, Emery's crashing out. Did you hear his post-game thing? He was like, a month ago I was dreaming of winning the title. He's like, now I think we're finishing 5th or something like that. I was like, bro, why are you saying this? Like,
I would think I'm finishing. Bro, I was dreaming of that too, bro.
Yeah, this guy, remember his big chest beginning of the season? He would come on here with armor and
I didn't say we were gonna win the league, but when we were in 2nd place, I was like, yeah, bro, we should be talking about a title challenge, and then shot down, bro. Bad, bro. Anyway, let's move on.
Brighton versus Arsenal. Is this gonna be the game they, kind of trip up?
I see a 1-1.
Yeah, Brighton's coming off of 2-1 against Forest and 2-0 against Brentford. Before that, they lost against Villa 1-0 and they lost against Crystal Palace 1-0.
I see a 1-1 in this.
So, I would say 0-1 Arsenal.
0-1 Arsenal.
With a non-penalty call on a corner that should have been a penalty.
I think it might be a 1-0 as well. Yeah, but I don't see Brighton not scoring, man. Danny Welbeck.
But even the stats you just named, I feel like against well-structured teams, like you said, Villa and Crystal Palace, if they both weren't able to score, Arsenal defensively is off a wall. Dude, Raya has actually been balling out too. Dude, his 2 saves against Chelsea, I was like, oh, especially the one at the very end of the game, that like diving save to the left side of the goal.
Yeah. All right, let's hope for 1-1. Let's hope for 1-1. Newcastle United. You guys hold up. Last week, this is a little crazy, bro. Against Crystal Palace, you guys thought we were gonna lose, Potts?
Bro, the way you was playing wasn't even like that, bro. So don't even say that.
Yeah,
it's gonna come hit you this week.
Okay, all right.
It's gonna be the 2-1. The 2-1s that you've been getting is gonna come to bite you right now.
Now it's 2-1 right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Let's double down. 2-1.
The 2-1's gonna come get your ass, bro. These little Sesko.
125. 122.
We getting 22 goals in, bro.
wait for Walter Mata to turn that 2-1 into.
Get that Voldemort boy out of here, man. He who shall not be named. Okay.
Bro, he opened up another Instagram account like Hugo Ekitike. I don't know if you saw that.
He got a Finsta going on.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a Finsta going on, and it's interesting. You see his personality. I'm like, oh, he's actually like super into shit fashion. Like, it looks terrible in my mind, but it's like I was like, oh, this is like that Gen Z fashion, but
he's a Depop lover.
Yeah.
Tottenham Palace.
Yo, send them to
the championship.
We don't want them. 1-0.
We need Marcus on the panel next season, boys. What are we gonna do? Updates from the championship?
What's it like down there?
Now for the championship,
our predictions would be wild. We'd have to be looking up Wrexham form.
Reading.
Yeah.
Tottenham, come on! I'm doing a 1-0 Tottenham.
No, you're too nice, bro.
I'm doing a 1-0 Tottenham, bro. Come on.
That's me. No, you gotta put an 0-1.
Oh, sorry. That's.
Don't get too.
No, dude, they don't have low scoring games. Like, I feel like when they get a goal scored against them, they just lose their heads, and then it's like through. So I'm gonna go 0-3.
Damn, yeah, you're crazy. That's gonna be
0-3.
I don't think I don't. Well, let me take this back, bro. They lost to a center back, Lacroix. You think Tottenham can score? Yeah, they can score. Let me get a 2. Let me get a 2-1 instead.
Yeah.
1-2.
Sorry. 1-2.
1-2.
Okay, I was gonna say, yo, come on, Tottenham, bro. Come on, Tottenham. Marcus, this one's for you, bro. This game's dedicated.
Against the grain. Go against the grain, Rob.
Come on, Tottenham. Come on, the Spurs. Coys. Come on, man.
They're used to losing.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, bro. We'll see. This is for Marcus's mental health. You know,
I was watching Expression's reaction after the follow game. He had to do like a sponsor segment, and he was so mad. He's like yelling during the sponsor segment too.
Yeah.
Bro.
Proton VPN.
Yeah, exactly. He like drops
Bro, him in Turkish too. Turkish. His post-match press conferences with Proton VPN.
He's like, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm not losing my money over you.
Bro, Turkish is I almost like his reactions the best because I feel like he does actually, when he's like calm-minded, he gives some pretty level-headed takes. Like, you know what I mean? When it's calm, it's like been a couple of days since the game.
He's one of the Arsenal guys I actually fuck with.
Yeah, but during the game, he gets angrier than like physically angry. I remember there was one where he was like trying to grab the chair. And Matthias is like grabbing him back, and I was just like, this dude is just lost it. But I relate to that.
Big six, man.
That's a Turkish in them, bro. That's a Turkish.
Yeah, that's a Turkish.
Problem, man. Well, sign us out, Potts. Unless you got anything else to say, anything, last words, motivation. If you want to give a team talk to Chelsea, we can send it in.
I should send the thing. We can DM directly.
Yeah.
And also we could also send a care package to Tottenham as well.
There we go.
We
need a big one. We need a big.
The only award Tottenham might win this year is the Van der Veen Player of the Month little card. Put that in the trophy cabinet.
That's it. That's it for them, bro. But everybody like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for joining. We appreciate you. And Steve-O, Roth, it was a pleasure. Marcus, we're here for you always. Your Conference League champions are sending you out.
Peace out, guys.